T.B.Photo X1.5 and welcome back to another video. Well, I've updated the format a little bit, being a little bit more, fancy dressed or whatever, or rather beach bum dressed, I would rather say. Yeah, I would just need a couple of flip-flops in order to make the look complete, wouldn't I? But anyway, apart from that, it is official. I am actually now also, for one of the first times, I believe, actually, published on another YouTube channel that isn't my own. Well, the band Nameless that I have plugged many times before on this channel has actually released their very first live sessions music video. This one is called So Many Voices, or SMV for short. That's at least my shortening of it. But anyway, this band, I actually videoed everything. I didn't do the audio mixing or anything like that, but all the audio was done, all the video was done by me, and a little bit of a jump cut here. Yeah, I know that a lot of you people basically don't really like it, but I don't care. It's my show. I do what I want. Well, I'm back, and yeah, what I remembered that I had one piece of gear that I wanted to show you in this video. Yeah, celebrating just with a glass of plain orange juice for this one. Lovely jubbly. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? See how much time. Okay, good. But anyway, the lens that I used on the D7. Let's just back up a little bit. We used a plethora, actually, of different recording devices when we did the video for this music video. The mobile camera was my D7200, Nikon D7200. Then we used two action cameras, actually, in order to get some static footage. One was the guitarist in this band. He owns a GoPro, probably the golden standard of action cameras. I don't remember the exact model of GoPro that he owns, but the main feature is that it's voice activated, and we used that in one corner to film the main three guys that were main singer and backup vocalists, the guitarist, the bass player, and the singer and acoustic guitar player. And then we had my little lipstick camera, as I call it, the Panasonic full HD little lipstick action camera, and that was basically pointed at the drummer. So we had a dedicated drummer cam, so to speak. And then, speaking of the drummer, he had also a Canon camcorder, or HD camcorder, also, that we set up as a kind of a wide of the entire band. And then I did the moving shots with the Nikon D7200. And the lens that I chose for it is, feast your eyes on this one. It is the Sigma 10-20 f3.5 DC HSM. It's a lens that doesn't have any vibration reduction, and neither does the D7200 have vibration reduction in itself. So yeah, I had to act as a little bit of a Steadicam myself, using my two hands. Naturally, since we were using some theater lighting during this performance or this live sessions, I did use the lens shroud in order to, minimize the amount of flare and so on. And it's a brilliant usable zoom range in this lens, 10 to 20 millimeters, and it's a constant f3.5. So it actually worked very brilliantly for me when it came to video. The downside, I would say, with making video with the Nikon D7200 is that you don't have any live aperture control unless you have an old school lens where you have manual aperture control, like many of my old M42 screw mount lenses that I have adapters for so I can use them with Nikon F mount. But I know that this lens have gotten fairly, differential reviews and so on for its sharpness and so on. For video, I really enjoyed it actually. It has a brilliant focal length and zoom range when it comes to getting a fairly decent wide, but still be able to have a usable wide for this type of application. This was actually filmed in a small cottage, so space was limited and I had a fairly restricted area that I could move throughout in order to get the shots that are featured in this video. So naturally I'm gonna put links to it all in the description, and for all of you, this is not that expensive of a lens, but it's a constant f3.5, so it's not a 2.8 or 1.8 or a 1.4, but for video you want a little bit more depth of field. This works a treat. Believe me, it worked brilliantly for me. It's a little bit shaky when you move and so on, but if you take it easy, if you pace yourself, you can get away with a lot with a non-vibration reduction featured lens. So I would say, like Keith Richard, he talked about the synthesizer, where that came. Was it a tool or was it a toy when it came to musicians? I say with vibration reduction, is it a tool, is it a toy? For me, it's more of a tool when it comes to very, telefocus or telezoom lenses like my Nikkor 70-300. That is basically when I think that vibration reduction can be a very good feature to have. But for more close-up, both photography and video, well, it can always be a good boon to have, a good feature to have with vibration reduction, but I don't see it as a must. But anyway, I think I have blathered enough about this, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. But as always, this is Tobias Bergström from T.B.Photo X1.5 to FX, and I'd like to see you guys in the next video. And as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and take a listen to Nameless Fuse new single out on YouTube. So many voices. If it is or isn't your cup of tea, anyway, I think it's good music with brilliant musicians that want something with their future. So, as always, take care from now on. Bye.